You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV Network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith. Johnson.
From the AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, and streaming live on Ustream, this is AfterBuzz TV for WWE's Monday Night Raw. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest WWE news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, picking up where the show leaves off and the buzz continues, it's AfterBuzz TV for WWE's Monday Night Raw.
What's going on here? Hey, what is going on here? Because I knew something strange was going on in here. Hey, what is going on here? Hey, what is going on here?
Hey, get away from that intercom, Eric.
Hey, what is going on here?
Hey, what is going on here? What is that on your arm? What is that on your arm?
What?
I got caught. Belding sent me to the principal office.
Mr. Belding.
We got
Mr.
the
Belding,
Zach attack.
The Zach phone.
We got the Zach.
He has
phone.
the Zach phone on
Dial
the
it up.
arm.
Do you guys want to see this?
I'm speechless. I am speechless right
I
now.
called you from it a couple times.
You
It
have.
comes up
That's
unrestricted.
because you called her Kelly instead of Maria.
He's been talking
Couple
to her
times.
all night.
All right, that was my 15 minutes of fame, guys. Let's give it up for Mr. Belding.
Thanks for having me here, you guys.
Iconic figure.
Unbelievable.
No.
Thanks to TMZ.
Thanks to TMZ, you have been dubbed the greatest TV principal
Of all time.
Of all time.
And by the way, props to Ryan Satin at TMZ for standing up for me
Yeah.
against
He got-
Harvey goes, come on.
They got into they got into blows over it. Harvey's like,
I know.
no way, no
He didn't
way.
wanna
no
hear
way.
it.
Really?
Who would Harvey think was the better principal?
Exactly.
It was
Like, you're
some
part of
guy-
my childhood,
Oh,
okay?
thanks.
Like I
It was
literally
actually
every
some guy they couldn't even figure out.
But the
That was
wrestling,
Harvey's argument.
the
Yeah,
wrestling
it was weird.
tie-in was I ran into Hulk Hogan at LAX.
That's
and
right.
TMZ covers this, so I'm talking to Hulk because I just worked with somebody.
That's
he'd worked with.
actually, and we
There we
got
go.
some
Oh, there it is.
footage
Oh, my
of that.
God.
This is actually a perfect segue because, well, first of all, welcome all you after buzzers to your healthy dose, your weekly dose. Your weekly
hopefully
dose.
healthy.
Hopefully
Sometimes
healthy.
sick.
Sometimes not. Well, if you
the
pass
head.
the drug test.
In the head.
But
Oh, that's why Maria was gone last week.
you want to know why Maria was gone for the last couple weeks?
Failed the what?
She failed it.
Well,
Dial it in.
what?
Dial it
What?
in. She
There
fa-
is one
she
here.
failed it. She
I
failed
did.
it.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I was wrestling.
Wrestling.
I was at wrestling.
Ted Turner voice.
Well, we're happy to have some beauty
Female.
back on the
Thank
show.
God.
No more
It
crossing
was the
swords.
man's show. You
I
know,
was
and,
I was missing you guys.
We
big
held it
time.
okay, but-
I was definitely missing you guys.
You know, he was wearing
Especially with
he
all
was
the
wearing
cool things
heels
that happened.
under there. Jensen was wearing a
Jensen
little
was
skirt,
wearing
you
all
know,
of it, I am
and, you know,
sure.
it just
Jensen,
wasn't
big
working.
shout out. I miss you. Where the heck are you? I want you to come back.
He's tweeting right now.
he's
no, he's
tweeting.
really not. He's probably not even watching the show.
I'm tweeting you right now. I'm looking at you, Maria. You look really good.
I'm just glad to be here. Thanks for including me.
Well, yeah, and
How
you get
crazy!
To sit.
How crazy is it? Yeah, first of all, I get to sit next to you.
I
Thank you
know.
very much.
Thank you.
How-
I
And
get
that
to sit
vest.
next to you.
And
I-
you notice how she's working the vest? Do you notice?
I am.
She is. Well,
I
she's.
am.
I don't have.
I always get too hot, so I have
She's
to wear
feeling it.
layers.
I'm getting
She's
hot.
feeling
Stop it. I'm getting. But how crazy is it? What's going on with this
It
Mr.
is-
Belding for GM of Raw
It is
thing?
Belding Palooza.
Unbelievable.
I
It
mean,
is.
fans.
Actually,
And there was
Revolution
a
is
sign
what it
tonight.
is.
There's a sign
There
tonight.
was
There
a
was a sign last
sign.
week.
There was.
Yeah.
Last week it was the sign of the week on the Z True Long Island story. Zach made it the sign of the week. It's unbelievable. You know, I didn't start this. I did
No.
not start this.
Well, and thanks to the fans, the WWE
Yes, yeah,
Universe,
absolutely.
I mean, you
Thank
guys have been going nuts. I
thank
mean,
you.
Yeah.
for anybody out there who doesn't know right now, there's a petition going on. Now, for any of y'all who don't know the whole social media bit, petition is a petition via Twitter.
Twitter.
And you can actually go to @Mr. Belding for Raw GM /principal to vote in what's been going. I mean, it's been a tornado.
Worldwide.
What is it? Twitter.com IRCTX. Twitter.com /IRCTX.
You got it.
Yeah.
There you go.
They'll throw
from
it
the
up there.
horse's mouth.
A guy
So
from
let's
Scotland.
get him on there.
A guy from Scotland started this. A girl from Canada, Nike. The guy from Scotland is at We
I'm
on the
just
Night.
saying,
The
Canada.
guy, Canada. Oh,
Scotland.
Canada.
Some of us talk.
Yeah.
Jericho, not so much.
Yeah,
But
the guy, the girl from Canada, Nike chick, has been pushing this, and all the fans. Some people don't like it. That's okay. You know, if you're doing something right, you got to have haters, right?
Of
well,
course.
I mean, you know, and this couldn't be better timed. I mean, look, we're going old school WWE. Look at the action that we had tonight.
Oh, it's
know.
great.
I mean, from the old school, that kind of vintage footage of Kane creeping
Kane.
in through the door, looking back.
and
I
using
mean,
the girl for
using the girl, right? I mean,
because he always seems to, you know, whether it would be Trish or was it and
Lita.
Tori and Lita.
Lita
oh my
was
God.
the biggest
Lita was
one.
the biggest
He
one.
was-
yeah.
That
Could
was
you
a
blame
little
him?
freaky near the end there,
That was-
but it was they got a little freaky, but that's okay.
Hey,
I mean,
saw some people inducted into the Hall of Fame.
We got Hall of Famers.
great.
I mean,
Arn
this,
Anderson,
I'm
holy
jealous
cow.
because
Packed.
this show's crazy. I mean, we got my
packed show.
Canadian boy,
There you
Edge.
go.
Edge.
Yeah.
Big props to you, brother.
Met Edge when he was teaming
I
with
kind
Christian
of
a
wish
long
that
time
they
ago.
would have waited just a
Exactly.
little bit longer.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Hey, for me,
can't.
I'm like, yeah, well,
You're
let's do it.
automatically
Woo,
inducted
woo,
once
woo.
you're injured or dead. So he's
What?
injured.
Oh dear!
Nobody wanted
It's
this
true.
guy to go.
What an
I know
alternative.
You're
he
not
had
famous
to pull
and-
himsuf out. He just could not continue. And then
No, it's
going
so
right
sad.
into the Four Horsemen. Now,
Yeah.
just a little tidbit there. Ric
go.
Flair, 2 times
Yeah.
into the WWE Hall of Fame now.
2 times, and I think that he
Once by
deserves it.
him and once, absolutely.
I think he definitely deserves
he's,
it. I
he's
I
a
am
legend
interested
of
in what they're going to do
legends.
with this now, because if
He's a
they're going to
legend of
induct
legends.
like groups now, are they going to continue to induct groups of people? Because
not?
isn't this the first time that they've inducted a group?
Tag team.
no.
I don't know. Is a tag team considered a group?
Well,
Well,
the Four
yeah.
Horsemen were more than a
Then
group.
yeah,
They were like
Groups,
a force.
legacy.
They were a
tag
force.
team,
That was a
boy
legacy.
band,
I actually watched
old
wrestling growing
school.
up. Come on, I did. I did. I'm older
He
than
surprised
you.
me
I'm
with
sorry.
his Belding
I'm
knowledge.
older
It's
than you.
true.
He knows.
Yeah, really? Really?
Well, you actually know a lot of wrestlers.
I'm sorry, that's my laugh.
Did
I'm
he fall
sorry.
in love?
I'm
Did
sorry.
you already fall in love over there?
Oh, about 20 minutes. I'm blushing.
Happens.
We're both blushing. Why are we both blushing?
Because
Here's
she
my hand.
always
I already put
secretly-
mine
Here's
on.
my hands. By the way, shout out
Well-
to the real DDP.
Oh,
There you go.
Come on.
Well,
My
speaking
the
big
of
innovator of the
Dallas.
RKO.
let's get to the juice of you in this WWE tornado, this social media frenzy that's going on right now. I mean, that
Crazy.
clip actually of you at LAX with Hogan, they set that up on TMZ. That was back in December.
was an accident.
Just
That was
this
an
past
accident. That
month.
was just
in
before
December.
Christmas. Just
And
before Christmas.
The way they set up this footage couldn't have been more perfect. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
it's a ring. Do we have that footage, Phil? Can we show that real quick? Because
Yeah,
this
give me just one moment.
this
People at
was
home are going,
excellent.
we want to see the wrestling match.
that couldn't have been more perfect.
Well,
And then,
this has all been an amazing synergy, you know.
It has.
Actually, Mike the Miz,
Your friend.
my buddy Miz, introduced
Yep.
me to Zack Ryder, Zach.
Yes.
And I did a true Long Island story, and I screwed up the Z. I don't, you know,
Oh, yeah.
I screwed it up.
Don't do that.
So I had to come back, and I
WWE
actually,
Universe,
and I
though.
actually got
There you go.
the Zach hat. You know, I surprised him with that.
Zach
The Zach
hat.
attack.
Zach
No,
attack.
Zach
Zach hat.
hat.
Let's-
Many Zachs in your
let's-
life.
I know.
Exactly. Big
A lot of
notice.
kids named Zach.
Couple Zachs.
So I was on it twice, and the third week he wins the title.
Yep.
In the middle of this, somebody says, you should be GM of Raw. And I'm going, well, that's really nice. Thanks. You should start a petition, a Twitch. I don't know what that is.
The Twitition.
I didn't know what it was. I mean,
Yes.
I've got followers.
Petition via
My
Twitter.
followers have doubled in the last month. The Twitition, the bottom end of the top 10 is like at 1,400, and we're at 1,200 tonight.
Right.
And like in a couple of weeks at 1,200. What are you voting right now? See?
I am.
Thanks
I'm
to the
voting
fans.
right now, and
Well,
I'm
here's-
following you
here's-
Make
right
sure
now.
everybody follows and votes.
Super icon, pop culture principal palooza. That's what I'm saying.
We
It
will
is
talk wrestling.
Hashtag Belding
We will.
Palooza.
Thanks
We'll
to Hulk
get to it.
Hogan and I meeting each other at LAX.
Exactly. Let's and
So
as
we
this,
could be
as
sitting
this
with the
plays,
next GM. We
You can
really
go
could.
ahead.
It's
that,
anything but ace, right? Anything but ace. That's my new hashtag. anything but ace.
Anything but ace.
So
Who needs an ace up their sleeve?
here's the footage. Check this out.
A legend of the ring.
That's his son, by the way.
Yeah,
That's me.
very
The behemoth
appropriate
behind
having
the
his
bell.
son there.
TMZ presents.
Wish you were the
Super
principal when he was
Nick's a
going
fan.
to
Nick's a
school.
fan.
Down.
We got a meeting of 2 icons from 2 different decades
There it
at
is.
LAX.
Now watch Harvey.
He's wearing an Iron Sheik shirt. Did you see that?
Dennis Haskins
Ryan
from
Sapp.
Big
Saved
props
by
to
the
Ryan.
Bell and Hulk Hogan from Man Panties finally together.
Dennis and Hulk, man.
You guys could have, back in the day, you could have wrestled together.
Yes!
Yeah,
an
right.
iconic meeting between two icons.
Well, you both are tough, just in different ways.
Now watch this.
You don't think Mr. Belding?
Watch Harvey.
You say if you put out the top 5
Harvey's
principles
bored.
on TV,
Tell Harvey to go Mystic Tan somewhere
he
else.
would be at the top.
What?
What?
You gotta be kidding me.
You gotta be kidding
Let's
me.
do it. Super Icon Pop Culture Principal Palooza.
What more iconic of a principal than Mr. Belding?
All right, Ryan, you're going to work for Mr. Belding here.
Ryan, I got.
Ferris Bueller.
Classic. But
No, come on. Ferris Bueller. I don't even know his name.
Bueller.
Principal Skinner from The Simpsons.
Principal Skinner.
Good call.
That's close.
That would have been your biggest
Feeney,
competition.
they didn't even mention Feeney.
Don't mess with the bull, young man. You'll get the horns.
Watch Harvey.
What was the movie?
Watch.
We'll
Watch
save
this.
some time here by saying it took 20 minutes for
Where
Hart
does
to
he
come
go?
up with election with
Reese Witherspoon.
He didn't even come up with a principal.
Harvey,
Don't
with
wet
all due
yourself, Hart.
respect.
She played a Steve.
Really?
But wasn't there a principal
Really?
election?
If you could ask if there was a principal in the movie, then he's not more iconic
And
than
he is
Mr.
wearing an
Belding.
iron sheet.
Exactly.
He's
Hello.
He's getting heated.
Watch Harvey.
See?
Okay.
Good.
Thank you, Ryan.
Well,
Sapp.
There's only one person that I think really could have gone head to head with you, and that was Principal Skinner.
There you
Yeah,
go.
Mr.
You know,
Feeney.
that-
Mr. Feeney. Props to Mr. Feeney.
A cartoon
All right.
character.
Well, listen, we were number 1 on Saturday. We started on Saturday morning. There were no Zach and Cody's, any of that stuff.
I mean, I
Breaking
watched
Josh there.
I watched
So,
you guys
they grew up.
religiously.
Thank you.
I did too.
I am
Somebody
a
else
big
did.
fan.
I did.
mean, yeah.
Somebody's got a Zach phone in the right.
I got the
Really?
phone on me.
You got the phone. You got us
not
all
only do I
beat.
got the phone, I was rocking the comb over and the wave, I think, all the way until I was like
know.
17.
I
This
was
is
channeling
such
my
a-
high school self right now.
I'm
But,
feeling the
I mean,
love.
that's
I'm feeling
kinda,
the love,
you
man.
know.
This is unbelievable.
Well, I
gotta
had such
tell
a
you.
crush back then.
Not on me.
Okay.
Well,
Wow.
you know,
That older man, younger woman thing.
I do like older men,
It was
but
a detention. It was look, she's blushing. She's
School's
blushing
in.
again.
School's in.
No, school's out. Let's go.
Yeah.
School's out.
all right. So what happened at
so-
the very beginning of the show?
Well, we've
Because of
got
course
Kane-
I was.
We got you
Hollywood.
Oh, yeah.
I was not. I was over wrestling,
Let
and
the
then my
host
flight was
We-
late.
Can I say ROH?
Am I going to detention? Yeah, of course you can.
Oh my
You can have
God.
anything you want
You can
right
say-
now.
I'm in trouble.
You want
You
my
better
phone?
write on the
You
chalk.
can have my
I will use
phone.
protection.
You can have the Zack Ryder hat. Here's Sharpie. You can have a Sharpie. My
He's
notes.
signing
Take
his
my notes.
underwear for you later.
I'm not wearing any underwear, but that's another
Oh
story.
Okay.
dear.
Well, actually, I am, but
Oh,
we don't want
my.
to show them.
So
God. Let's talk wrestling.
TV exclusive.
there
Hey,
you go.
you
got
know,
your first
Can I
exclusive.
just
Got your first
say
exclusive.
I've been immersed by baptism of fire with all the wrestling stuff, with everything going on. So I've been watching a lot of wrestling lately, and last week's Raw was not very popular with people. I don't know why. Tonight's, I think they came back. Don't you?
I like tonight. I'm
Yeah, I like
serious.
tonight.
This was old school all over the place.
What do
Right
you
down
think?
to, I mean, we've got the Hall of Fame. We got iconic figures here. We got Brodus Clay. I mean,
Diva.
bringing the funk back.
What was that?
Funkasaurus?
What was that?
Really? We'll get to that in a moment.
I was
What
in
was
love
that?
with that. But let's definitely start at the top half of the show.
Absolutely.
What happened? I
Kane-
want to know.
Started a Kane promo.
Okay.
Exactly.
Right from the beginning. Goes into the Kane promo. He comes out, does this huge bantering about hate.
Hate Cena.
Yeah,
Hate Cena.
and I
Hate
think
Cena.
I think personally it probably turned the audience a little bit more towards Cena.
Yeah.
Because I
Don't you
think
feel like this entire show was built around moving towards Cena, helping Zach,
Well,
it
putting
kind of
And away from Jericho.
when is it really not?
it just
No,
kind I think they got a lot
mean,
of good things
truly.
going on.
What's
Cena's
not
the
to like
face of
about
WWE.
Cena? Cena's a great wrestler.
No, he's got going. Okay, uncharacteristic of Cena tonight. What does
Well,
he do?
well, when they ended up, Kane does his banter about hate. Cena comes out, goes in, they fight, they go backstage. And this is what I noticed when the crowd really whirred was when he grabbed
Superfan here.
he grabbed the what was it, the
Crowbar.
club, the crowbar. Immediately when he grabbed the crowbar, that's out of his characteristic. He would never,
you don't typically see that.
he would have hit you with the fist
Twitter
first.
us if you know of Cena using any other foreign object.
Well, he does, but
because-
it's when the match allows. He
Yeah.
never really goes for it. And when he went for it, that was
you
like
think
they're
that's-
pushing the hate out of him.
You think that's going towards being?
I think he's not going towards heel, but just being more towards more embracive
More-
towards hate is what
So
Kane's trying to
Kane's
go for.
having a little influence on him.
I think that's what Kane's trying to do is negatively influence, push,
That was a good call.
push him towards it. Because they don't cheer for him at all, and then all of a sudden he grabbed that, and you heard people cheer, and it was like, okay, I see.
But isn't there like a bromance between Cena and
Cena
Zack?
and Zack
little
Ryder.
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
go
a little brother
little
syndrome.
bit. He plugged his YouTube tonight. I mean, he plugged all his social
And mentioned
media.
the fact
But
that
doesn't
he's
a
over
smart
Miz.
person always align themselves with the
No.
best in the company?
Yeah.
An intelligent person does that, and Cena has stayed on top because he has always done that. He's like, oh, that's the one that's coming up. I'm gonna go towards him.
What
because
is
that's
He
how
did it with
they
weeks
DX
current.
too for a little bit when DX
Yeah.
got hot and he fell off. He
Was
did
it several weeks ago that Cena helped Zach even get the
Yes.
shot?
Yes.
It was all because of
lost
Cena.
his
All
shot.
because of Cena.
He
so
lost
there you
his
go.
shot. He got his shot.
And
back
tonight
because of
he
Cena.
plugged Cena over Miz to be the top 5 merch guy or whatever it was. Follower.
Follower.
Uh-huh.
I think
Yeah.
he's still in the top tier of the merch though too.
I know. I'm spinning like crazy.
Does that mean Zach just trumped Miz in your friendship?
No, I know.
They all go out to Cosmos
I'm
together.
I'm
and
going to go
stuff.
see these guys. I'm going Monday. I'm going to go see these guys, and who knows what
Anaheim
might
next
happen.
week out of
You're
Anaheim.
I'm going
Monday
to
night.
Are you
Anaheim
going?
as well. Yes.
Are we doing? Hey,
Nobody's
are
supposed
we
to know you
doing
and I are going.
AfterBuzz in
AfterBuzz.
Anaheim next week?
We should. We should
Oh.
definitely.
Are we doing it?
We'll do a
somebody
video.
do
We're
some
gonna
of
have
the
to figure it
power
out because
We're doing it.
I'm planning on going to the show. No,
but
not-
AfterBuzz.
But yeah,
Yeah, okay.
But maybe no.
Hey,
Okay,
one time.
so then what
time.
happened next?
Hey, you can't
I'm
leave
looking-
Mr. Belding.
I'm in the
I-
air.
oh.
You leave me near. Boat up.
Boom!
I'm still looking forward to Cena going. I really want to see him go heel.
Yeah.
I want to see him kind of reinvent him. Not so much reinvent himself, but go where most of the fans, at least I think, want him to go. Tweet us at AfterBuzz TV. We want to know. We want to know what you think about that.
But he's been playing the fans for the last several weeks. He's been going, whether you hate me or love me, he lets him hate him, lets him love him.
That's
But he's-
that's not out of his character though.
I
That's
like
what he
it
does.
about
He
him.
comes out every week and he kind of preaches the same thing. You know, it's kind of like he's the Hogan of this generation. You know, the eat
Wow,
your Wheaties,
that's
the
a
take your
bold
vitamins.
statement.
That's pretty
It's,
strong.
no, it is a bold
No,
statement.
I
However,
hear where you're coming
think
from,
about
though.
it. Cena is, I mean, the guy's at the top for
He's gonna go Hollywood
reasons.
soon.
He's gone Hollywood. He's done films.
He's done
No,
films.
I mean that's Hollywood. When I say Hollywood, I mean heel. If we're talking about Hogan
Yeah.
terms.
Oh, okay.
Well, I think that Cena has held the
Take
merch
a page out of
and-
history. Everything comes full circle.
Well, I think like with Cena, he's the top merch guy. He's one that the kids can be a part of. He's a
got the
big
kids
character.
and
He's got the
Stand up for the
look.
bull
He's
guy.
got he's got the no hate kind of feel. He's got the you hustle, you work hard, it's like brother.
Everything the American population doesn't do. We'll throw that out
There you
there,
go.
though. But
Chase your
So I agree with you. I agree with you on that.
Cool.
That
Well,
he is
next
his time.
up, we got Sheamus and Santino. How do you not love
I thought that was a
Santino?
good mixed tag.
Wait,
team.
wait, wait, wait.
Now
It's-
I'm sad.
There you
Now
go.
I am very sad.
The Cobra.
You missed the Cobra attack.
I am very sad now that I missed this.
And that is the second pin for good old Santino. I mean, it
He
was
pinned him?
Yeah.
It was,
Oh!
it was Sheamus and
Sheamus did it.
Santino
Yeah.
against Wade and Gender.
But he's
Yeah.
also, Santino is also now.
And Santino, if for all y'all who are also watching SmackDown, and you better, because Lillian Garcia's on there, and I don't know,
You
no favoritism
better.
or
Yeah,
anything
some
like
girl
that.
Yeah.
named Lillian.
Lillian
he's actually-
Garcia.
There you
Sorry.
go. Say it like you mean it.
I had to
Santino's
announce it.
actually the
Oh.
assistant to Teddy Long now.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Zach passed
That's
Zach
right.
passed the torch.
That's right.
Fantastic.
That's right.
All right, I will have to watch.
So there's a little something going on there. Check out SmackDown for more. But yeah, I mean, I'm happy for Santino. Finally, the guy's getting over. I mean, due time. He's talented. He's funny.
He's been over
got
for
the-
a while, though.
Well, no, he's
but
been
now
over.
he's starting to get the
But
push
I mean,
that he
now.
deserves.
He's getting
Shining.
the push he deserves, and in all honesty, he is a great wrestler. I mean, some of the people don't know just how good he is. So it's good to see him going over like that, over top, getting the pins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good push. Good push.
Awesome.
From there, we go into a promo with Miz and Laurinaitis, and there's
Who?
Tonga
Who?
with
Wait,
the,
who?
with
The
coffee cup?
Laura,
Oh,
who?
yeah,
Laryngitis?
You might have a little something to
laryngitis?
say on this, don't
And the
you?
beef starts
Holy
and the
cow.
beef
tonight.
starts here.
Laryngitis is the. How come he keeps interfering with Punk's matches? And what was that with him on his cell phone tonight? Come on. I'm sorry. You want to talk about Miz and the guy that kind of runs things poorly? Go ahead.
Here's where
Go
the
ahead.
heat comes.
Go ahead. That's all
Mr.
right.
Belding versus John.
Hey, he can be the black cat.
Laryngitis.
I'm not telling him he has to
Ding, ding, ding.
leave. I'll just be the
Making
good cop.
his way to the ring.
I'll be the good cop. Good cop, bad cop.
Yeah, I know.
That's all. Why not?
He can go back to talent
JR's
relations.
barbecue endorsed me. Thank you very much.
Did they?
Thank you very much.
Oh, did JR retweet?
Barbecue.
Yes, he did.
Did he?
I like that.
Oh, yes, he did. He
I
retweeted
like
me.
that.
Got JR
I like. What a
You-
great guy he is.
If you got JR on your team, you're
You're doing good.
You're doing good.
I'm gonna be the
You
first to
get-
congratulate the
I'm
new
like
Raw
a
general
rub-off.
manager.
Yeah, you know.
Just keep rubbing.
Oh,
Keep-
dear.
Ooh.
Oh,
She's rubbing my arm.
my.
Talk about the first
You're
one.
bringing me luck. Bringing me that Maria luck. bringing that Maria luck.
Okay.
Well, you want to be in detention
So
and
what
everything
happened
else
next?
and go to the match. Keep
So-
going.
Miz.
Keep going.
He's a little. Let's say he's just freaked out about Little
R-Truth.
Jimmy.
Yeah, he's
I
freaked
think
out
he's a
about
little bit
R-Truth.
more freaked out about Little Jimmy than R-Truth.
Can
Little Jimmy
Can I
meaning
just say, here's the guy.
craziness?
Little Jimmy
Here's
bringing
one of the
crazy
guys
back.
that takes a break from wrestling and gets to be bigger. He's getting bigger. I mean, the fans are really behind this guy.
R-Truth.
He's really good.
He plays crazy well.
He's
He's
really
bringing
good.
crazy back. R-Truth is bringing
I
crazy
like
bringing
the way he
crazy
plays
back.
crazy. He's really good.
It was sold. It was sold, and we'll get into a little bit more.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Oh, we also
we'll get into more with him later on with our good buddy there, Ricardo Rodriguez.
I love this guy.
I want to
He's
give a
great.
special shout out to Mason Ryan. I don't know. This is his
he's the new Batista.
first time back in I don't know
saying.
how long since he left and nobody remembered that he was
The
gone.
hair's longer, grease back. That's Batista. When
I think his pecs are bigger too.
when he was with Triple H and the whole deal there. I
New
mean,
Batista.
everybody remembers that. Come on, he really does.
Dave,
He looks like the
Dave
new
says hi, by
Batista.
the way.
Does he
I
say hi?
spoke to Dave. Yeah.
Props to Dave.
Dave gave props to the WWE big time. I asked him for his advice on what's going on with all this stuff.
Yeah.
And he said the WWE is a great organization. Go down there and meet everybody and say hi and tell them I said
There you
hello.
go.
Really did, seriously.
we
And then
miss-
he's going to MMA, you know. I mean, we think he's going to
Yeah.
MMA. We think he's going to MMA. That's what we think.
And he is also in the new Scorpion King 3.
Yeah, and acting.
Did you know
my
that?
buddy Johnny
Maria?
Ryan
Did I
manages
know that?
Did you know that?
No, I did not.
Dave Batista.
They
Kimbo
debuted
Slice.
they debuted his straight to DVD film
Yeah.
that's going to be coming out soon.
But he is in it. He looks good. He looks good.
I'm sure he looks
Some
amazing.
guy wants me
Yeah.
to talk about Planet Funk for some reason.
Planet Funk.
Don't
We'll
worry,
get there.
we're going to get to
into
Brodus
that.
Clay in a
We'll
little
get
bit.
into
Let
Brodus Clay in a
let
bit.
us get through it. And, you know, we
want
good.
the funk.
That's
We want
funny.
the funk.
You're being watched. I mean, you guys are followed. This is great.
We are. There's a reason for us being the #1 show on.
Oh,
AfterBuzz.
speaking of being #1, my new friend is nominated for top 5 of
Maria
Monday Night Mayhem,
Kanellis.
Female announcers of the year.
Yeah, we got a little
thank
news
you.
on
Big
you
mush.
before we move further.
The
We
big
got a
mush.
little news on you, don't we?
There is news?
Divadirt.com.
There is.
There is news?
something
Oh.
about ring.
And Zack Ryder just hit me.
being
Yeah.
a lady.
Something.
Yeah.
Yeah, do tell.
Okay.
Floor
Well,
is yours.
for those who don't.
There it is.
TV News.
We went straight into the news. Fantastic. Well,
Oh, you.
You can tell we have
after-
ADD here.
You are the star.
all
there's
over the
ADD
board.
going on right there in that area.
Big Mosh at Monday Night Mayhem out of Buffalo says Maria's nominated for Female Interview of the Year for Wrestling Radio
Fantastic.
Awards.
Notice how it comes from
Great.
the principal himself.
It does.
I'm dialed
The
in, man.
principal himself.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Holding
Okay,
it down.
so like I said, I've been with doing some wrestling shows this past couple of weeks, and that is for Ring of Honor. I am now the
Nice.
first lady of ROH.
Whoa!
Congratulations, Maria.
Thank
Whoa,
you.
whoa,
Thank
Whoa,
you.
whoa, whoa.
I just did my first TV taping, which is going to debut in 3 weeks.
Awesome.
So I'm very excited about that. I'll be coming out with the Prodigy, Mike Bennett, which he will be here either next week or the week after
yeah.
that.
Good. We
Looking
miss
forward to
Mike.
seeing you, Mike.
Hi,
We
Mike.
miss-
If you're out there,
we
I'm
miss
sure
you,
you're
Mike.
watching.
I have yet to actually meet you, Mike, so I'm looking forward to meeting you.
Don't worry, my feet aren't long enough to actually play footsie with her underneath the table. So actually, they are long enough. Let's be real.
Oh, dear.
That's not what he's
Mike, you
talking
gotta hurry up
my.
and come back. I'm waiting to see.
Tripod.
Wow.
Oh, my.
I just want to see I want to see the public service announcement. We got to get some good public service
Well,
announcements
actually,
going.
we're going to be coming out with one in the next couple of days. So you
Nice.
can go
Well,
to
we look
Prodigy
forward-
Make sure you guys
Superstar
check
on
that out.
YouTube, and you'll see the next service announcement. And what's crazy about that is our first service announcement almost
guys got
has
hits.
40,000
You guys got
views.
hits. Well,
Crazy.
I'm sure
go.
popping out of a present had nothing to do with it.
What?
Popping out
What did I
everywhere
miss?
and
What did I
jumping
miss?
around.
What did I miss? What did I
Wardrobe
miss? What did you
malfunction.
come out of?
I'll give it to
Wardrobe
you.
malfunction.
We'll
Just
tag
go
you
to
in it, Belding.
Prodigy Superstar.
Mister, I'm
That's
sorry.
a YouTube channel, and then
Okay.
you can look up the videos, and you'll see I'm in this pink little outfit with a Santa hat on, and we did a very merry.
It's beginning to
Christmas.
look a lot
By the way,
like
speaking of
Christmas.
PSAs, real quick, since there's so many of you callers, we'll take your calls, right? We will, guys.
Yes.
But why don't you guys call it when they can call in? So that way.
No, definitely.
Well, here, let's blow through the show real quick so we can take some calls because I think we got a lot of people that want to talk to Mr.
We do have a lot of
do.
people. For those of you that want to call in, you can dial in at 424-256-1729.
Trust me, Chris, they know.
I was going to say, apparently they already know.
He was saying that there was a lot.
Let us get through the show and we'll let you guys know when to call in.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
Chill out on the phones,
So I'm
guys.
doing that, and I'm very excited about Ring of Honor because now they're bought by Sinclair Broadcasting. So we're being seen by about 25% of the country right now, and it's growing. Like, we just picked up several more stations.
Cool. Good
and
stuff.
Hard work pays off, girl.
Really
does.
excited
It
about
does.
that. About 1 million people every week are watching it now.
Wow.
And those guys over there work their tails off. I'm so proud to be a part of that locker room because those guys have been in it and in wrestling for, they are the future.
They're the future.
I mean, CM Punk came from there, Daniel Bryan came from there, Black, why do I always forget this man's name? Tyler Black. He came from there. So there's so many guys that came from that group, and it's just.
I just thought it was cool to hear her say, "I'm proud to be part of that locker room." I like
Yeah.
that thought. I'm proud to be part of that locker room.
I am. I'm
I
very
know.
proud.
I'm serious.
It's a very
I'm
rah,
serious.
rah, rah.
It's a really nice way to put it.
Kind of brings you back, doesn't it?
Oh yeah.
Takes you
Back in the day.
Takes you back.
Back in the day.
His locker
Bayside.
rooms.
What?
Who's the buffest principal of them all? Yeah.
So there's
might fail the
that.
drug
Thank
test
you
later.
very much.
All right, so where do we go into after
Nice.
this?
After that, we've got our first inductee into the Hall of Fame, as we were saying at the top of the show. Edge, my
Edge.
Canadian boy, Toronto representing. Yes. It's Edge, and I got much
It's
love for
well
this guy.
deserved.
He deserves
Well
it.
deserved. I
He
mean-
was pulled out, unfortunately.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, the doctors told him that's it.
Yeah. And wrestling is dangerous, and you should never.
For
do
everybody
it
that
unless
thinks
you're
that it's,
trained.
come on, people get hurt. And
People do get hurt.
There's
When
some
you go through a
amazing,
table, that's a
amazing,
table. When you get
amazing,
smacked with a
amazing
chair, that's a real
When
chair.
you jump from 30 feet up, that's 30
You're
feet.
jumping 30 feet
Still
up.
30 feet.
And I mean, most known for TLC matches. I mean, the list is gargantuan.
Yes.
Congratulations to Edge.
And Christian gave him props tonight, also a former tag team partner.
Yeah.
Former
Back
tag
in-
team
back in the day.
partner. He worked with Lita. He was all over the place with so many great storylines. And it just, what I loved about him the most was he was a heel that could make you laugh and then make you pissed all within
You
the
loved
same
him, you hated
half
him,
a
he
minute.
controlled it.
He did. He controlled everything.
And he was, I mean, talk about being diversified. It's like, it's like these old bands that just keep coming back. Aerosmith reinventing themselves. They're still here. AC/DC, like.
My favorite one was when he came back with the beard and the long hair.
I really liked
like
him
a
and
mountain
Randy
man.
together tagging. Nothing against Christian. I mean, that was the best. Him and Christian, the best. I really liked him with RKO.
No.
I mean, those guys did a good job together.
Yeah.
Randy.
But
good old Randy.
you said
Miss you on SmackDown,
you said
buddy.
something earlier about CM Punk when I tweeted it back out that he personifies what we want wrestling to be. So
Oh,
does,
yeah.
So does Edge.
Yeah.
Right.
He does.
So does Edge.
He was WWE.
Where the industry should be
never,
going.
Never a dull moment with that cat. So big props to you, brother. From there, we go to Miz, of course, scurrying around, still looking for help because he's scared of Little Jimmy.
Oh dear. Oh,
I mean,
What?
Considering
but
that
you know what? It's fun. It's a storyline.
It is.
It's something that you
that's
can
what I'm
follow.
saying. There's part of that old school. I feel like they're bringing back these good old storylines.
It's okay to be
again.
humorous.
It is.
Bring back the humorness. Throw a little cheese in there, But
You know what I love
we
about
like
Miz?
wrestling
We
with
like
the side
wrestling.
of cheese.
Miz told me a long
Exactly.
time ago his dream, his whole life was to be a
I read
wrestler.
that in your article.
No,
If you
his
watch the
dream
real world, he
Miami
was
Herald.
very,
That's
very
his
open
dream.
about it.
I've known him a long time, from all back in the real world days doing schools, and he made his dream come true.
He
And
really,
he's really good at it.
He's proved himself more than enough. I mean, he's the.
What was
locker
it last
room
week?
The locker room's taking notice of him.
Was it
he
last
deserves
week?
everything that he's got.
When was he doing
pushed
this?
through it.
What is this? He's showing him on video. He goes, "Do you remember this?" He goes, "Nope."
Nope.
I remember that. That was
and I mean,
actually
he
pretty
plays
funny.
heel well too. He's another cat that you just.
When do we get to take a call? I want
hate.
to take a call.
You want to take a call?
Yeah, we got. He's like.
You know
strong.
what?
We got
Hey,
calls like crazy.
School's in. Principal's calling it.
Can
Well, here,
we?
let's blow
Can
through
we
the
do
meat
that?
and
All right.
potatoes.
Yeah,
Let's
sure.
blow through the meat and potatoes real quick, and then we'll get to
Go
the
ahead.
call.
Go ahead.
What else we
From
got?
the
Well,
expert. From the expert.
What were the main points? All right, Brodus Clay.
Brodus
He
Clay
finally
comes
made his
back.
debut.
Funkasaurus.
What about that
Funkasaurus.
tard he
Let's
was
just
wearing?
talk-
What the
let's
heck
talk
was
about
that?
that.
Wait a minute. Have we talked about the Kofi Daniel Bryan match? Have we got to that yet? No, we rushed over it.
That was
Can I
that
just
was
talk
coming.
about
That was
how
coming up.
that
That
was
was
coming up?
actually before.
Oh.
The Brodus Clay.
It was before
intro.
the Brodus Clay.
Yeah.
I just want to talk about how amazing that crossbody into the armbar was.
That was
like
that was incredible.
Freaking amazing, clean, just right into it.
Again, you want to talk about the sheer athleticism of these guys? That's it. Case in point.
It's just it was just so perfectly done. And then what's with Daniel and his celebrations now? He's
that's just his
jumping
thing.
up here,
he
jumping up
the
there.
Table,
He's showing so much more personality than I've ever seen from him before in WWE.
He's got skills.
He does have skills.
I think they're throwing
it
into his character. I think they're going to either throw
Mr.
Show
heel.
heel. They're going to make Big Show heel and just kind of make Daniel over the top.
Man.
Before that's what I'm
Daniel
assuming
Bryan.
for Shaq.
Shaq
Heel.
talk
I don't
about
know.
a huge
Shaquille
wrestling
O'Neal.
fan.
There's an announcement.
What's that?
Shaquille O'Neal versus
The Big Show. Like I'm
WrestleMania.
very
They'll be eye to
excited
eye.
about
They'll be eye to eye, won't they?
They will.
That's a lot of weight
I've
in
met
there.
I met Shaq a couple of times, and he's always been so great with
He's a
the
nice
wrestlers
man.
and
He
everything.
has.
He absolutely loves wrestling, so I'm
NBA
excited to
figures
see
It's not
it.
his first time in the ring
WWE.
either.
No, it's not. So they actually, Daniel Bryan and Big Show have a match. It's a no DQ, no count out on SmackDown this Friday. So
I think
make
Daniel
sure
got a
to
little
check it out.
surprised that Big Show had that information, don't you?
Yeah.
All of a sudden he goes, I'll wrestle you anytime.
He
Show
looked a
goes,
little
okay.
Okay.
How about
No
this?
DQ, no count out next Friday. They go at it.
They do, and I'm excited to see it.
What
'cause
else you
Show
got?
always
No.
has a good match.
No, actually,
So-
from there is when we get into
Into
the Run
the-
DMC.
the Brodus
the
debut.
The DMC
Vince-
The
match.
long anticipated.
Throwback.
Again, functified. I mean, I was like, is that the Godfather? Is that
No,
Dusty
Run DMC.
Rhodes? Is it
That was
Run
the-
DMC? Is it
Viscera.
Dusty
Viscera?
Rhodes.
Big Daddy V.
Dusty
Big
Rhodes.
Daddy V.
Yeah,
I
Dusty
mean,
Rhodes.
I
Someone's-
loved the girls though with the outfits.
They
What great
outdanced him.
outfits!
They
I got
outdanced
nothing
him.
but love for those dancers.
The ladies were
The
amazing.
ladies.
He needs to bend his knees a little bit more and get into it.
Change his leotard.
And then,
I
okay,
bet she's
maybe
gonna have different
I'm,
colors.
I
every
bet he
week.
does.
I bet she's gonna have
maybe
different.
maybe I'm being a little silly here, but Curtis Hawkins? Where has he been?
Yeah, and I mean,
in the background on
Talk
Twitter.
about-
He's been on Twitter
Zach's
more.
former tag team partner.
He's been on Twitter
There you
more
go.
than
Okay,
he's
so
been on
I
that.
haven't
Former-
blinked and missed him or something
no,
like
you
that.
haven't, and that was the weird thing. I
He
mean,
came back
here you
looking
have the debut
completely
of Brodus
different,
Clay,
too.
and then all of a sudden Kurt Hawkins.
Yeah, and
it's
I-
almost like, where'd you go? What are you doing back? And
And
nothing.
he had a different look
Well,
too.
that's what. Well,
Well,
that's
he's
where.
still there though.
Was he holding a sword? Did I see that? Was he holding a sword when he came? I mean,
A
I don't
sword?
think so. I don't
think he was
think so.
holding a sword, but
no. When they showed him before he got in the ring,
I missed it.
I don't know. It
Maybe.
looked
he
like
had,
it was
he
his
had
jacket.
a jacket.
or maybe it was his jacket. I don't know. It was
Or
weird,
a
but I mean,
sword.
the guy doesn't even get an entrance.
He didn't
That's
get an
true.
entrance.
That's true.
And it was a squash match.
So,
but
squash
Brodus
match.
got over his
Brodus
brand
over.
new
Squash
interest and
match for me
everything.
And
is
Brodus.
He's
he's
just
showing
killed
that
him.
Killed
big
him,
men
yeah.
have.
Killed him.
He's showing
Boy.
big men have moves.
So then we see Zack Ryder brushing his teeth. Kane in the
A
background.
little scared
after
of
he
Kane,
invited
freaking
Eve
out.
out.
Freaking
After he
out.
invited Eve out.
He's
Here's
gonna
they were
have.
going to Sizzler.
They
Hey,
were be going.
wherever he takes her, he's lucky.
You know what?
And I
I'm
like
just
the
happy
fact
to
that
see.
he took her out in a Kia Soul.
I love Sizzler.
He likes those rockin'
Yes.
hamsters.
I don't be
I'm
hating on
just-
Sizzler.
I'm very excited that the girls are getting involved with the guys because I feel like when they do that, the girls get more airtime, and it doesn't matter that Eve didn't have her match tonight. We'll get to that in a second. All that matters is you got that personality across. You felt
true.
sorry for Eve, so guess what?
was
It's going to
scared.
help her get over. It's going to help her get more fans.
Again, that's what I was loving. Here comes King going after the. It's kind of like the King Kong scenario.
It is.
What-
It is. And
you
all
know,
they
we're
did was
playing
play his
that.
music. That's it.
But-
That's all they
but-
did.
but
But
don't-
it made it huge. It made it such a big deal.
Do you like the fact that Eve is tied into the Zack Ryder with
I think it's
with
great
the
because
Cena
you know
what?
storyline? I think
Zach-
it's good for her, don't you?
It's
Keeps the divas
fantastic for her.
That's what I'm saying.
And it's helping with that. It's helping with that so much
Women's
because
wrestling's gonna love you for that.
people will pay attention to Zach no matter what Zach does. So now instead of getting up and going to the bathroom or going up and getting snacks when the divas are out there, guess what? They're gonna stay. Miz and
Nice.
Punk backstage. We seen that. What was that all about? It was like a weird little like
It was just kind of a
Mutual to see it.
passing, okay,
laugh.
whatever.
It was the Puerto Rican tag team going with the girl with the and
Yeah,
Punk's
Bella
checking him out.
Twins.
Swagger
And
Punk
Punk's just
was-
laughing at him.
Yeah.
Swagger. What did you call
Swagger
him?
Punk-
Mr.
Oh,
Belding
Jack
there?
Stagger.
Jack
Stagger.
Stagger Lee. He staggers around.
That man, I
staggers
don't
around.
know how much he staggers. He's like a
After
wrestler.
Jack,
Oh, he's a
wrestler.
Stagger.
No, he goes way back, and I followed him for a long time.
Oh, really?
But I really have. No, I go back when he was really great. I mean, but now he's back. I'm not really sure where he fits right right? And I know he's part of that whole team.
Of the team. And I feel like the team is getting less and less
he's not the top of that team.
You know, they don't match anymore.
No,
they don't
that's all I'm
fit
saying.
anymore. And it's like, I don't feel like Vicky has as much control as she used to. And if Vicky could gain a little bit more
quiet. I mean, there's no excuse me. There's no.
Yeah, and if Vicky could gain a little
know.
bit more control there, I think that unit might come back together.
I don't think there's enough
airtime. There isn't enough airtime for
for
all that
everybody.
kind of stuff, but I think Dolph is time for him to go on his own.
I think what's going to happen is he's going to
showing it. I mean, they're breaking him away.
I think what's going to happen is he's gonna go, as much as he likes that pound sign heel, people are going to start cheering him really, really heavy, and it's going to be like the same things when
they put him over tonight as like the future.
Well, it's going to be the same thing when Shawn Michaels left Sister Sherry. You know, when he did that, he broke out in his career, blossomed from there. I think it'll be the same thing.
Well,
the minute he kicks the heel and he develops himself more as a heel,
He's already likable. He's been doing stuff for Zach on his Z2 Online story. Even though he's a bad guy, he's been helping him. You know what I mean? But don't go past the match with Punk and Stagger. I call him Stagger. I like him. Because it was a really good match. But what happened at the end of that match?
Before we get to that,
came out.
Yeah, John
the
Laurinaitis
count. The
no,
count.
We got Ricardo Rodriguez with the Miz backstage.
I'm excited to be here.
Miz is fine. This is where it culminates tonight. Miz looking for someone to take a bump for him, sends him into the ring, and I got to admit that was a great sketch tonight. Did I call it a sketch? Sketch. No, it was a good segment.
Ricardo Rodriguez did a good job.
He did great. I mean, he doesn't.
Remix.
I love that. The remix. Did you hear the remix?
I heard the remix.
The Cucaracha. No, but I mean, it was really well done. Ricardo showing that the guy's got chops. He's on the mic. He's doing something different than announcing, which was amazing to see.
And you said not everybody knows this. The guy's a wrestler.
Right?
He is a wrestler.
Yeah.
He's a fantastic wrestler.
He is.
But before we get too much into that, I really feel like John Laurinaitis kind of fixed that match at the end there. I think that it's all leading into how John is going to be the guest referee.
Right.
And I think that he's going to be like, see, I got the count
Call
right.
him John like he's your pal.
I mean, he's
is he your pal?
I did work for him for 5.5 years, so he's a little bit.
Maria might know him just a little bit.
John, JL, Johnny Ace.
Johnny Ace.
See the picture of him standing behind Vince with the cop uniform on from a long time ago? Anyway.
I just got this in that Brodus Clay's dancers were actually girls in the FCW Divas, Naomi and Cameron Lynn.
Well, they could move.
And they were the FCW NXT runners-up. I want to shout out Trevor and, you already know, my man, RJ Blanco, man. I see you.
Well, see, that's kind of the same thing. Victoria was actually one of Godfather's hoes. Whoop. That's how she came.
That's how she came into it.
Can I throw something out? Zach Ryder, I just told him we're doing the show, and Zach says much love and thanks for all the shout outs.
Oh, is he watching?
No, he's my buddy.
Whoa. I brought my. I actually have my foot in the car. I'm so excited right now. Is he gonna follow me now? Zach Ryder, you gonna follow me on Twitter? I'm gonna blow you up right now on Twitter.
Super fan. See, this is why he is here. This is why Preston is here because he is a super fan. He's definitely a super fan.
Mr. to the B. Follow me, Zach.
With all due respect, he was excited. I'm sitting next to Maria. So I'm just saying.
Oh, see, how could he?
Sorry,
Ricardo Rodriguez. He really impressed all of us tonight. I think
did.
because he had so much time on the mic. He wasn't just being an announcer.
He
was out there. He pushed it.
Everything
he was right there, and I feel like he could go face so easy. He could turn into a good guy.
I'd
so
love to
easy.
see it.
R-Truth, when he came out, I am just more and more impressed with him every single week. And it's kind of like Preston said. Preston said, when you take it away, then guess what? You come back and you push even harder. And I feel like that's what he's doing right now. So then we had this fantastic package about the 4 Horsemen. And wow.
Yeah, that was
Can you imagine what it's going to be like at the Hall of Fame?
It's going to be incredible.
Can you imagine?
I'm going to love to see Rick come back twice.
Styling, profiling, limousine riding, model bank. Woo! Woo!
You know, he took a bump one time for me because I kissed him. He took a bump for me after I kissed him, which has to be one of the highlights of my career is when Ric Flair took a bump off of kissing me.
Wow.
Yes,
I'm telling
fantastic.
you, Rick.
That just got my blood. I just got excited.
Rick
doing
got
that.
over with the ladies in more ways than one.
Yes.
Limousine riding.
He was everything that he was.
Talking about the four horsemen.
Ric Flair carried the whole Atlanta experience, the whole thing going on with Turner and all this back in the day. I mean, that's where I grew up. I mean,
Arn Anderson. Well, I remember.
I loved Arn Anderson.
You were talking. I mean,
I was talking
back
about
in
that
the
before
day,
it even came on.
You liked Dusty. You talked about
Dusty Rhodes. Come on, nobody could strut like Dusty Rhodes.
You talked about Arn Anderson. You talked about Ric Flair.
I went to high school with Pistol Pez Watley. You know, I mean, back when it was Saul Weingroff and the Russians, and it was Iron Sheik. Ryan Satin wearing an Iron Sheik shirt on the thing. I mean, so come on, it's wrestling has been. It's here to stay, you guys. Let me just tell you,
it's been here to
it's
stay.
bigger than ever.
And it's charging. They're getting their own network.
People who think that wrestling
WWE
died off.
Oh, they're wrong.
Crazy.
No, wrestling's back.
Yeah, it goes through phases. It always does.
Hey, first, shout out AfterBuzz, because we are the #1 show this week on AfterBuzz.
There you go.
And last week, yeah, that's how we do it right there. Told you wrestling is relevant, people.
But can you do a Ric Flair?
But this is what
Woo!
This is what we were saying about
always
old school. Old school. Everything comes back full circle.
Yeah.
That was the show tonight. That's
It was.
just the topic.
So Arn Anderson, Ric
Going
Flair,
in.
Tony
Yeah. They're in.
Blanchard.
Say it.
Thank you.
Take a step back.
And Barry
Go
Windham.
forward.
Like
Barry Windham.
My
I heard Barry
God.
Windham was sick. I'm just throwing this
I
out
hope
there.
not.
A couple
I don't
weeks
know.
ago.
Somebody
not.
tweet us and let us know if he
Twitter
is sick.
Nation,
I would
let
love
us
to
know.
know.
You remember when Barry Windham was like a big guy back
He
in the
was
day?
big and he was kind of
big.
huge.
But now big is like 7'2".
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, 6'6", plus. That was huge back in the day.
I mean,
There you go.
it was just, I enjoyed seeing the Four Horsemen. I can't wait to see what happens when they get inducted into the Hall of Fame. I'll be filming a Ring of Honor show, but definitely
no
let me
worries.
know, Chris.
We'll be in touch with you. Trust me.
I'm sure. Well, I'm sure I will see you down there in Miami.
Absolutely.
I know I'll see
represent
everybody there.
WrestleMania. Tanya, AfterBuzz, WrestleMania, we be there.
Are we doing it from WrestleMania?
I'm saying we need to do it.
I've
We're-
already looked into my plane tickets.
We
so
fit
regardless
in
if they take me.
perfectly at Fan Access.
I
That is where
I really
AfterBuzz
think
belongs
that
for
we should,
WrestleMania.
So I think that Maria might want to talk to her peeps up there,
I think
other
she
Maria,
might.
and make sure that this happens. Oh,
So someone asked
he
me
had
how's
a heart
Ric Flair?
attack recently.
Oh my God.
He did.
Barry
See?
did.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
But he's okay though.
This in from Mike Bennett. Thank you, baby.
See, I thank you.
Thanks, Mike.
You can
Yeah.
tell.
See, and
He's got a little man crush on you, Mike.
Miller underscore
he does have
It's
a man
okay.
crush.
Miller underscore SI wants to know how's Ric Flair going to accept the Hall of Fame when he's not working with? How's he going to?
Oh no, that happens all the time.
I'm just saying. He just,
All it is,
just
I
came
mean,
in.
when it.
What was that?
That's not what you meant to say.
Wow.
No, this is WWE
Slow
AfterBuzz.
that up. Pull that back a little bit and then say it again.
Say that differently
What
this
was
time.
that?
No, I didn't say it. He said
Oh, I
it.
said that. I totally said that.
Say it again.
The best thing about TNA is the women's division. I will say
The
that.
women's division over there is amazing.
The women's
I am
division
so
is bar
excited.
none exactly what women's wrestling should look
Shout
like.
out to
for other
Vel-
divisions.
Velvet Sky.
As
Thank
far
you
as
very
everything
much.
else,
There you go.
guys, let's be real. Like, come on, TNA, WWE, women's division. Thank you on that.
Oh,
but-
it's amazing. It's so amazing.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to
Holidays
be
to see
working
it.
Tara in February.
Yeah.
I'm so
Oh, no
excited.
kidding.
First match back is
You are
against Tara.
everywhere.
Awesome.
You are everywhere.
There you go.
I keep it
That's
busy.
why she's
I
late
keep it going.
everywhere.
Talk about the video. You got the video going. You got all kinds of stuff.
I do
going
the
on.
You
PSA.
do have a lot going on.
So Eve, Zach, Kane. Oh
This is-
my God. This is
Psych,
old school.
no Beth.
This right here. This
Exactly.
is the day. This is like 10 years ago.
He was trying to fix the tire for a good 20 minutes.
I just
Like,
love
come
the
on,
fact that
let's
it was
look
on a
here.
Kia Soul.
You and your Kia.
It's
Zach's
close
name-
to home.
Zach's name like that, though.
Because you like the hamsters and
I
all
do.
that.
I have the limited edition Dragon version of the Kia Soul,
Okay,
actually, so,
fantastic.
yeah.
Now,
Hey, just give him
check it
props.
out.
Zach locked her in the car first. He locked her in the car. Make sure she was safe.
Get in the car. Don't get out. She's sitting there like a bug on the window.
You know what? I love it.
And
I love it.
He brings out the dummy tire.
I liked
sitting
it.
I know.
Yeah.
It's kind of ironic. He
And
brought
then
out the
John
dummy tire.
Dolph
Zach brings out the dummy
in the
tire.
ring, amazing. I loved watching this match.
And that's when they
Yeah,
gave big
exactly.
ups. Future.
Yeah, he's and they kept saying he's the future of WWE.
He
He's the
has
future
a
of Monday
lot
Night Raw.
of little things that he's starting to do that
Can
are
I tell
very-
you why Dolph did sit-ups in the ring? He told me. He said
Oh,
that
I
he was
gotta
feeling
hear
a little
this.
fat.
Stop.
That's
Show
the
off.
tightest thing to tweet.
Show off.
Did he tweet
He
that or
feeling
did
a
he
little
text
flat.
that?
Send it to me.
Oh, you need to tweet that
That is
at
so
Heel
funny.
Ziggler. You need to say the only reason
need
I
to
did
tell him to
sit-ups is
tweet
because
at
I
AfterBuzz
felt
That's
TV.
funny.
He texted me and he said,
At
"You can
AfterBuzz
never be
TV.
too
Tweet it.
shredded. You can never be
That's
too
so
shredded."
bad.
That dude is shredded to the
He's
max. man.
amazing.
To the max.
So amazing.
Did anybody notice how we glossed over somebody?
Oh.
Who did we gloss over? We didn't gloss over nobody.
Absolutely, we did. My Winnipeg
Y2J.
brother. My
Well,
Winnipeg brother.
You know what? That's
Well, you
because
know why?
I thought I was
Because
having a
nobody-
flashback from last week. That's what I thought. I was having a flashback. I didn't even see it.
Yeah, it was kind of actually not so much flashback because he did something different this week.
He cried.
Oh, yeah.
Anybody
Someone
who's a
needs
wrestling
to turn
fan,
teach him how to cry. Somebody teach him.
anybody who's a wrestling fan already
I'm sorry,
knows where
but
this is going.
I know that we've been
I
talking
don't
about
like
this.
I
You're
don't
not
like.
liking
I
this.
don't like it. I mean, listen. Thank you for writing about me in the book. I don't like it. I mean, last week fans did not like it, and I know Jerry the King Lawler goes, "What are we to see?"
just it.
I know
love
what
it.
they're doing. I know it's a
this is
set, but that's the problem. Everybody knows it's a setup.
Am I
think-
wrong? I think there's
No.
too much
Wait,
going
no,
on.
You're not.
You're not wrong, but
this is
I
how
like
they
it
set
still.
like it. You see
We're
what-
waiting for the payoff, and everybody's calling it CM Punk versus Y2J.
Y2J.
The best
At
there is,
WrestleMania?
the best
You know,
at what they do.
I would love to see it at WrestleMania. I would love to see it.
Because who else is Punk going to wrestle at WrestleMania?
Well, the only other one, I mean,
There's
I don't know how
Undertaker,
long
but I
they're
don't
going
know
to
what's
keep.
gonna happen.
They're not going to. I mean, it's not going to be Dolph. This is all happening way too
Who the
soon.
heck do you think Dolph is going to
That's
wrestle?
what I want to know.
Daniel Bryan.
That could happen. See,
Could
That
it
would
be Daniel
open up a
Bryan?
title
We're
shot
already
if we
doing
want 'em.
predictions. Let's do predictions
we'll-
about
we'll-
what we think is WrestleMania. We'll do that a
We
little
still
later.
have Royal
Okay,
Rumble.
but
people.
I got a lot of love for Y2J. I just wish they were handling this whole thing different. I really do. I'm not kidding you. But speaking of abs, you know, the guy's cut again. We like
well,
that. Right?
that's what. No
I
offense,
get-
Jericho. I know they're going to be
You're not
gone
gonna do
after
it.
a couple weeks.
Come
You
on.
know you are going to
Come
be
on.
going to.
Yeah, I know.
You're going to be.
Who said that first? I'm not saying anybody.
Hey, I got
Hey,
much
that's
love
because
for my
I know
Canadian
mine are
boys.
gone. Mine, I get on the road for
I
a
don't even know
couple
what
weeks
abs
and I'm like,
are.
what the heck just happened? But you
Notice
can't
how
keep it up. It's
sexy the maple
impossible.
syrup is. Edge, just saying. He's a good-looking guy, bringing sexy back. Then we got Jericho. He's got the abs going. You got me. I'm just saying.
You got the abs back? You got the abs right now?
I am known for the 6.
Oh. Oh, dear.
And a 7.
And a 7. Oh.
All right, I just got a tweet. Somebody wants to talk about wrestling again.
Let's take some phone calls.
We've officially gone off the subject.
Why don't we take some
Wrestling,
phone
Raw
calls?
tonight.
I'm just, hey.
I can't believe I'm bringing it back to
somebody
wrestling.
Didn't
I'm bringing it back to
Come
wrestling.
on over, baby. Come on.
Speaking of the show off, didn't he get in trouble for a little something?
What?
You were mentioning
Did you see what he did?
for the pants being a little too low.
Oh, well,
Oh,
yeah. It
the
used
man-
to irritate me because
Man muscle?
he has the man. He has man.
Not the man muscle.
Exactly.
Not the baby arm, but the other muscle.
The boy muscles.
boy
He's got the
muscles.
boy muscles,
Don't
and he got in
take this
trouble
wrong.
when he
All
first
right.
went up there because he showed a little too much of
Let's
the
bring
boy
it to the
muscles.
fans. Let's
Calls.
get some
Let's- can we
callers
please do
in.
some calls?
All
Let's
right,
get some
so
callers
I've got a
in.
caller from the Connecticut area, and the reason I brought him on is I don't know who he is,
Connecticut?
but Connecticut
Is
is
that-
that's where I grew up. So
Yeah.
And
There
that's
you go.
also
So that's
also
fan
the home.
favoritism.
Connecticut.
It's the home of WWE.
And also
WWE.
Bristol's the home of ESPN. So.
There
So
you go.
caller, you are on the line.
Hello, caller. What's your name? Where are you from?
My name is Marcelo.
Hey, Mark.
Hi.
Marcelo.
I have a question. Why do we keep saying that Y2J is going to wrestle CM Punk?
Because that's what
I
we
don't
predicted.
think-
What do you think?
Yeah, but I don't think they're going to put CM Punk against Jericho
Who do you
for
think?
the Royal.
Who do you think is going to be against Punk and Jericho then?
I think Punk is going to take Dolph in WrestleMania.
They're not going to run that
You
long.
think they're
going to
run it
better
that long?
plans for Jericho.
Do you think they'll run it that long, though? Do you think they'll run the storyline with Dolph and CM Punk right now until WrestleMania?
Yeah, I think they will because they're building Dolph very well.
Sure.
They are, but then Rock is going for the title. So
Exactly.
So what?
Can I be the heel of the phone calls? Can I be the heel of the phone calls? So
why
you
not?
guys, we'll play good. We'll be the three good
Get
cops
ready, Mark.
and
He's
the one
coming.
bad cop.
He's coming.
But I'm kind of a heel fan. Like
There you go.
All right, then you
I
won't
like
take
the
this in offense.
storyline
You're absolutely
for
wrong.
heels better.
Well, here's the thing. Cena is going against Rock. Now, they keep talking about going for the gold. Is he going for the gold? Does that mean that the belt's going to change hands and go to
It's going to have
Cena? It's got to
And
go to Cena
It's
somehow.
got to go to Cena somehow. And I don't like that
Is
because
he fighting?
you don't need a belt in that match.
No, you
You
don't.
can have just them
Exactly.
there.
And
you
that's
don't
what
need
it
a belt.
should be.
And it should be just
It's
that
always
way.
been the belt with
Give me
Cena.
that.
The belt
Give
with
me
Cena.
that.
So,
Go to the principal's office.
She's
speaking
gonna
of,
throw her bracelet at you. Hey, can we do another call?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, caller. Thank
Thanks,
you so much
Mark.
for calling in.
You're absolutely wrong, though. It's going to be them in WrestleMania. Next caller. I had to get the last word in.
Next caller. Hey.
Hello. What's your name? Where are you from?
Hi. I'm so surprised I got through.
You're through, but now you got to make it
What's
quick.
your name, honey?
Josie.
Welcome,
I called,
Josie.
like, during the beginning with the whole Eugene's the evil GM theory.
There we go. Well,
I have no idea what you're talking about.
What's
but
on your mind,
continue.
girl?
Play.
Well, I'm just like, well, first, the whole Edge thing is, like, so bittersweet, you know?
It's very bittersweet,
Because
I
it's
agree.
She knows her stuff.
You know, I understand he's still young, but it's like, he has to get it this year, like, considering everything he went through.
Yeah.
And so that sucks. And but the whole thing is, like, I don't like the whole Brodus Clay thing.
I don't either.
Like,
Tell us how you really feel.
I looked at the TV and I just started having flashbacks.
And your
to,
jaw
like,
dropped, and you went, "What?"
Yeah.
No, I just thought, oh my gosh, it's like
Too Cold
Crime
Scorpio
Time all
meets-
over again.
Crime Time all over again.
Oh.
Okay.
She knows
That's
her stuff.
another one.
She knows her stuff.
Crime time.
It was just like, I fully expected, like, the warning on WWE.com about, like, we know it might be racially offensive, but
racial barriers? WWE? Shh, we cross those things all the time.
What about the
There's no
what about
such
the
thing.
Old school.
Yeah, what about the evil
Old school.
GM you were talking about? What is that about the evil GM?
I had, like, this stupid theory that, like, Bischoff super kicked Eugene and then he got evil, and he was the one sending all the emails.
Oh, okay.
Because it used to be that Eugene would copy all the wrestlers' moves, and the GM was copying all of their things.
Well, talking about GM, I mean, we've got the Mr. Belding here going.
Twitition.
for The Twitition.
Twitition.
The Twitition.
And I didn't start this, but fans have said they want to see if I
hope you're not twititious.
If I'm
I
interested
would-
in being the GM of Raw, but I'm hey.
How you feeling about
I'm
that,
honored.
Josie?
I think that would be so much better than laryngitis.
I love
right
you,
now.
Josie.
I can see you with the Bella twins in the principal's office every other day.
No, I'm attached now to Maria Kanellis.
And whenever he would make a proclamation, I wouldn't feel like throwing a Rico at him.
Oh, dang.
Well, thank you so much, honey, for calling in. We got to take another caller, but thank you.
But doesn't that mean that he's being a great heel? I mean, honestly, the JL's being a great heel.
Absolutely.
All right.
We got another one. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, what's your name? Where are you from?
Doyle Robinson from Fort Washington, Maryland.
Yeah, what up?
Awesome. I was just
Welcome.
there
Doyle.
doing a show,
Is
actually.
Maryland in the
In
house?
Maryland.
Everywhere.
Wow.
Baltimore.
There you go. What's up?
I just had a quick question for all of you.
Okay.
Get an opinion about the Hall of Fame, the Four Horsemen.
Yep.
Yes. What do you think of it?
I think it's pretty good. It's going to be a good show. I just wonder what they're going to do about the Chris Benoit thing.
I don't think they're ever going to mention it.
I don't think they'll. I think they're going to look right over it too. I agree.
Gloss.
I mean, that's the best thing to do. That's the professional thing to do. And so I think that that's exactly what they should do because it doesn't take away from what these guys have done.
I really don't think either, not taking away from anything Chris Benoit's done, but I don't think he's significant enough for the Four Horsemen.
Mhm.
If you really think about it, I mean, let's think about it. Who are we going to mention? Lex Luger? I think are we going to really
You got it. I mean, go with the original.
you got to go with what brought you to the ballpark.
But Doyle, I got to say,
Yeah,
I'm
they're the
impressed at all
legends.
this. That's a great question.
That was a really good question. Let's get more questions like that.
Thank you
for
so
calling.
much. Thank you. Have a nice night.
You have great fans, you guys. You have great fans.
I'm telling you.
Except for the
we
ones
do
that are
have
hating
enough.
online that we don't get to see.
I
We only
had the
pick the good
haters.
ones at AfterBuzz.
Put the
here.
haters out there. Why not?
Do we have anybody
Yeah, let's
else
take a
still?
hate call. I want to take a hate call.
Busy.
Hey,
Hello.
how are you?
What's your name? Where are you from?
Hello. Hey, guys, it's Adrian.
Yo,
Adrian.
what up,
Nice to
Adrian?
meet you.
What's up?
Hi,
How you
Adrian.
guys doing this week?
We're doing
Good.
great.
Do you have a question or do you want to talk to Mr. Belding or?
What's up?
Mr. Belding, you are the man.
Oh, thanks, my brother.
Don't worry, he's not doing any porns
Thanks,
like
my
Screech.
brother.
He's
Shut
sticking to
up.
wrestling.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Have you been doing?
or-
Did you follow the
You know what,
Twitition?
I don't have to.
If you need
Lucky
anything,
dog.
just let me know. I'm now Preston's publicist as last week.
Dang, I like that. I got you,
And,
bro.
There you go.
And this Preston, I got a quick question for you. I was looking at the Coachella Fest list for this year, and I'm wondering why aren't you on there? Why hasn't your
Oh,
people
man.
got you on the list?
Oh,
Man, you know what? As far as my people go, I don't have any people. I am all self-done and motivated. I book all my own things, all my own shows. So
I think we're gonna get another petition.
After this, Mr. Belding said he was gonna take me on as his. He's gonna be my manager.
He's my wingman.
He's gonna be my manager.
He's my wingman.
Wingman.
So hopefully next year we could get me on that. But yeah, as far as Coachella goes, I'll be there. But yeah,
dude, you earned your right to be here. You're strong.
Also, we have as far as the shots games goes, we have whenever Preston tries to ask Trish to follow him, and whenever they also another one is whenever Mr. Belding talks about Zach.
Well, hey, hold on one second. Who hasn't been drinking?
Game.
You guys ready to drink?
Somebody not drinking
Trish,
out there?
follow me now.
Wasted as hell.
Trish, if you don't follow me, hey, Maria, I need everybody to retweet this. Trish Stratus, follow me on Twitter, or I'm not coming to Canada.
Whoa.
Follow me.
Zach Morris is my office now.
Hold on one second.
But
Mr. Testaverde.
Back on topic.
Oh, yeah, what's up? Question. Let's do this.
When I saw Brodus Clay, I was like, did Flash Funk gain weight, and did he still move from Dusty Rhodes?
Oh!
We said the same thing.
Scorpio.
Chris said the same thing.
Yeah.
He's trying to imitate Dusty Rhodes.
Yeah. He's moving that. He threw a little big vis in there.
Like, as soon as he hits the guy to the corner, he's like, my bad. And I was like, really?
I like it.
Really
I think
I like it. It's fun.
I said
huge
the same
athlete.
thing at first too. I was like, really? What's going on? But then, as much as we've
And,
been talking about the whole.
It's all those promos that they did the year before. Now they were all wasted. Those cost money to make.
Well,
we don't care about wasting money at the
They
WWE.
do, but it's
Look at
in-house.
Chris Jericho.
It's all in-house.
I've kind of missed this. They've gone back to their grassroots.
They have. I mean, if you look at the roster right now, you have like a Big Daddy V character. You have your
Mr.
Hulk Hogan.
Perfect.
You have Mr. Perfect. You have your Hulk Hogan
your Bret Hart.
character.
You've got
you
characters again.
You have your you had your Bret Hart.
Oh, yeah.
You have your Stone Cold and CM Punk. You have. I mean, if you look at the roster, you just repeated
It's like
everybody.
building a boy band.
It is.
It's like
How
wrestling is like
appropriate
building
for
a boy
tonight.
band. People,
We're
you
going
need
back
your
to
Hulk Hogan.
Bayside.
You need your Undertaker.
And what did you say earlier about this? Why didn't they name his son Henning? Mr. Perfect.
I'm not
really
sure
good.
what they named it. And actually, this doesn't come from me. This, of course, comes from Mike.
It does.
So, Mike, can you please tell me what happened with Kurt Henning's son? What was the name?
Adrian.
Please,
Shout out to
'cause-
Adrian. Thank
It's
you
the
for the
family
good
line.
question.
Thanks,
So,
Adrian.
thank you very
Thanks,
much,
Let's get another
Adrian.
call going
Let's
in.
get another
While
call.
you're getting the call, the Poem Boy says, Mr. Belding, tell Maria Kanellis she rocks, she always has.
Oh, thank
Nice.
you.
Isn't that nice?
Thank you.
Yeah, thank Poem Boy. The Poem Boy, sorry.
Let's get another caller.
Sorry, I messed it up. I took another call, but I hung up on one. So
Sorry,
for
caller.
those of you listening,
It was all Phil's fault.
Here we go.
It was a man behind the curtain.
Caller, you're on the
It's
line.
the man behind the
Oz.
curtain. Good reference.
Hello. What's your name? Where are you from?
This is Johnny from St. Louis. This
Johnny.
is the second week in a row making it on the show.
Here's
What's up,
Johnny.
Johnny?
And what's in St. Louis this year?
Say it. Come on,
the
Johnny.
Rumble.
The
There
Rumble.
you go.
There you
The
go.
Royal
Say it like you mean it.
Rumble.
In the last 2 weeks, I've been on more episodes than Maria.
She's working.
Yes, you have.
Unnecessary roughness.
Hey, I can take it.
Nice. I love
Those are
it.
fine. Hey,
Johnny, we
that
like
right
you
there is
already.
a final last statement.
You guys have
We
so
can
much
just close
fun
the show
here.
with that. Done. We're out.
Peace out. What's your question?
Well, I actually didn't have a question. I called in. I don't know if you guys are aware of this. There's like some late-breaking dirt sheet stuff that says the network's been officially pushed back till fall.
Not
I don't know if you guys were aware of that or not.
No, yeah, we totally believe that. They're going to be 6 months behind. They met 2012, like end of the world 2012, like December of 2012.
They're hoping for the end of the world before
Yeah.
before they have to come out with the network.
Yeah.
A network
On that
is
topic,
difficult.
Hey, I love that WWE Network package they put together.
I love the package. I love the concept of it.
I
Because
think
they're
love watching that.
I think wrestling's just getting cool again. That I don't think they have
Oh.
enough time to put into a network. Like they're just getting a lot of their talent
Hey,
back.
the
They're
money's
I
there,
feel
they're
like
gonna
they're just
do
getting
it.
their mojo
Okay.
going right
Why
now.
wait?
Yeah.
Why wait?
Well,
You got to know.
we could have like a
Michael
So You Think You Can
McGillicuddy.
Dance ripoff with Brodus Clay now. That'd be good.
What's that? Say
Then
again?
you can air like a So You Think You Can Dance ripoff and make it hosted by Brodus Clay. It'd be awesome.
Just Just bring back all of the characters that have been in Dance Ones.
Watch me.
Everybody from The Godfather to when the girls were on ECW just bring in all the girls that have danced, and then you just have
Brodus Clay. Watch, no joke. Brodus Clay is not going to be messed with in a little bit. Watch it. Everybody, we're laughing about it now, but he's going to be the next Zack Ryder, and people are going to be like, "Oh my God, the Funkasaurus."
Maria, you got
Mr. Perfect Son's name is.
Mr. Perfect Son is Michael McGillicuddy.
Michael McGillicuddy.
That's it. But why? Why would you use that name? Especially in a company that loves history.
It's like not calling Jimmy Snooplefight Snooka's daughter Snooka. Come on.
Yeah. Or Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes.
You have Snooka's daughter in. You have Cody Rhodes in. You've got the Samoans in there right now putting it down.
The Usos.
Exactly. I mean,
why not
lose it?
I don't know. Maybe it was his choice. Maybe it was his personal choice. Maybe he wanted a little separation because Dolph is in there.
Maybe he's not good enough to hold the last name yet.
Maybe. Well, that's a nice
He's
challenge.
definitely not.
You know,
okay.
Thank you. You know, sometimes if you carry that last name, you have to live up to the expectations. So
when he comes
he's
to
probably
WWE,
not good enough yet.
Maybe he'll be good enough then.
That's why he's in.
Thank you for the call, though. That was a good one.
Thank you so much.
We got enough time for a couple more.
Yes, I'm getting a lot of tweets and chat that I got to take this
you know
one
what I
guy's
want-
call.
yeah.
So hopefully this is Ian. Ian, you there?
Ian.
Hello.
Hello, who's there? Caller.
Ian.
Caller.
Bueller.
Ian.
No offense.
Oh no.
Here, while we got this, I want to shout out
we're
Courtney
a direct
Duffy.
rip-off
She keeps
of
hitting me up.
Ferris
And
Bueller.
I'm going to shout you out, Courtney.
Okay, guys. Now it's through.
Ian, my man. What's going on?
How are you, Ian?
Woo! I'm just excited.
All I gotta say is woo woo woo, Mr. Belding.
Thank you, my brother.
Oh.
Hey, can I just say, Ian, since you just said that, you obviously these guys know you, and there's a lot of really good wrestling fans that are being very supportive. So thank you very much. I don't take this as a joke. This is not a joke to me. I'm all about it. So thank you. Anyway, go ahead.
All right. So I mean, my first question is for you actually. What do you think of what do you think of this deal with Zack and Kane?
The thing with Kane being back?
Well, I mean, with
Zack and Kane.
going after Zack.
Well, I think that shows how popular Zack is, and that because of Cena, the whole time with Cena and Zack, that it really makes sense for Kane to go after. I think he's using Zack to get to Cena, don't you guys?
Well, yeah.
Well, of course.
I think it's a good storyline, and Eve's involved too, which helps the Divas.
You got
I think
the
it's a
King Kong,
really
Beauty and the
good
Beast.
story.
I mean,
Yeah, that sense, I think it's a good story. I could do with less talk at the beginning and more action, but you had a lot of action inside, outside. You saw a lot of stuff going on.
Well, if you notice what's slowly happening is there is less talk from Cena. He's
Not Cena. I'm talking about Kane.
Well, I'm talking about with Kane and Cena because Kane comes out and talking, and immediately, music, fight.
Right.
Yeah.
Music, fight. And there's no.
It was nice to
I
see
want
that
to
he
talk
didn't
about it. Let's be friends. I don't care what the
forget
WWE
it.
universe says. It's
I'm
straight
with
to
you.
fist.
I'm with you.
So I think he's
I
slowly
kind of wish
pushing the
they'd
edge.
give them a match, Kane and Zack.
I'm sure that'll happen.
Well, they just
that'll
put-
happen, and then
He just
Cena
put
will
Zack
have to
out.
come out. And,
Predictions next week.
He just
There,
put
done.
Zack out.
yeah.
You know?
Could happen.
That's
Thanks,
my
Ian.
prediction. It'll be next week.
Hey, thanks for the
All
love,
right.
brother.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
brother.
Beach.
Beach Life. Oh, my man.
Predictions? Predictions?
Predictions?
Do we get?
Well, I
Do you
mean,
want to
Your
do
AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Nice one.
Did I call
nice
it?
segue.
Thank you.
Did you just
Maria's
predict
going,
the
what?
predictions?
I predicted the predictions.
My God,
we
my
don't
man.
know.
well, I was
That's
actually
the
hoping to
principle.
get some of the
I'd
tweets
like to
and
hear
stuff
some
like
of the
that.
tweets and the messages.
I wanted to
No,
hear some of
Maria
that
wants
first.
to. Hey, listen, Maria wants to hear the tweet stuff first. Let's do
We're gonna do a Scooby-Doo ending.
that. Let's go back.
You want me to read tweets?
Yes,
Let's
please.
do
Well,
that.
no, not read tweets, but is there any questions from the chat room?
Let's hear some good
Because
ones.
I always
though.
like to
know
give the
that-
chat
hey,
room a little love.
All right, chat room. Let's get some questions going.
Okay, cool. Why don't we go through the predictions? Why don't we talk about what might happen at WrestleMania? Who might wrestle each other? This far out, I think it's cool to see how it's going to change.
It is.
And for me, I really, it's really interesting to think of who Dolph and Punk are going to wrestle because they're obviously starting to carry the company on their backs a bit. And I think that they're going to take over that role more and more. So the people that they wrestle at WrestleMania this year is going to be very meaningful.
Absolutely.
So do you think that Y2J is going to get in there? I
do.
I want to see Y2J against Dolph.
Absolutely.
I don't know why.
That could
I
be a
just
good
want
matchup.
that. I want to see that.
He doesn't think it's going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, I mean, that's simple. It's going to be Y2J, CM Punk. That's easy. That's an easy double headliner because
I agree 100%.
It'll build.
See, but I don't like that because they both have that little bit of like.
Well, they had a little.
I don't want to say
best and the
sloppy style, but like just I like to see someone that's very like crisp and like he makes very tight, and then someone that's not as tight and has a different style, more of a fight style.
They might just be getting their walking shoes on though.
Yeah.
Even though I heard Punk's not the type to work it out with other people. They wait until he's live, but.
You know what's cool about this conversation too? Look at the passion she's got for this. I'm not kidding you. This is a top shelf compliment. You are fired up about this. You're in the game and you love the game.
You got to think too.
I'm serious. Serious as a heart attack.
There's a lot that's going to happen. I mean, we're totally overlooking WrestleMania. You got to understand there's going to be 40 competitors in this WrestleMania because they're not doing 30 anymore. That's going to bring a lot of people.
Royal Rumble?
Or Royal Rumble.
Yeah, Royal Rumble.
Think about it. We got Kevin Nash. We still have Triple H. We have
There's still people to be made.
Yeah, Alberto Del Rio. He's on leave. He'll probably be back by that time. You got Sin Cara will probably be back by that time.
WrestleMania going to be 4 hours this year because it really needs to be with all these great guys.
It is
the
setting
poor
up to be a good
girls
card.
though, man.
The girls,
when you have
happening with
such
them?
giant
Nothing.
personalities, like how do you compete with that?
And then you never know who else might be coming back in the female
exactly,
division though
but
too.
I definitely
Karma.
see Triple H with somebody.
I mean, that's not
Triple
far-fetched.
H Dolph would be great too.
I don't see Triple H coming back for nothing at WrestleMania.
Undertaker.
Except for that.
He's going to end the streak.
You're right.
He's going to end the streak.
But,
If he doesn't,
that would be good if he
RIP.
ended the streak because he's taken over the company.
Well, you know,
Who
Undertaker,
better to give it to than the guy that's going to take over the company?
Undertaker's going to have to fight somebody.
He's going to fight somebody.
He's going to fight somebody. So that's one
That's
right
the only
there. That's a
person who's
main
big enough
event
for
to
him,
me.
I guess.
Between The Rock and The Undertaker,
Right.
those are two main events that are worth seeing WrestleMania for. Not including CM Punk, not including Y2J, not including the WWE World Title. Like,
yeah,
there's a lot of matches.
Why are you so sad?
I don't know. I don't.
Who's
going to
win the Royal Rumble?
See,
How come we're not predicting
I personally
that?
don't want to see Triple H and Undertaker again.
Yeah,
I don't want to see.
I
it
thought
again.
last year's match was incredible.
However, that being said, who else is there?
I don't know.
Brodus Clay.
He's gonna functify it.
But aren't you guys
But then
really
you've got the
excited
Money in the
about?
Bank
You got
match, too.
Y2J coming back. You got
Will
The
the Money in
Rock
the
coming
Bank
back.
be before
Everybody's you got
WrestleMania?
some really strong guys. 'Cause you got who'd you just mention? Kevin Nash.
Kevin Nash.
Back in the game. I mean, there's some really good wrestlers back in the game.
Money in the Bank should be interesting this year too at WrestleMania because then you have guys like Evan Bourne
that's
that
a
can
big
be in
one.
it. You've
Whoever
got guys like
takes
Kofi.
that.
You've got Well, yeah, but I mean, he's already got a title, so
He's
why?
gonna have to put his title up. Expect to see Zack Ryder, and watch when I say this. Expect to see Zack Ryder and a girl in a mixed tag. I don't think his U.S. title is gonna be on the line at WrestleMania.
You think that's gonna happen?
They're gonna mix tag it no matter what. There's too many important people.
You got to keep growing. You got to keep growing.
And what? They're going to bring the Situation back? Are they,
Situation.
not back,
There
are
it
they
is
going to
right
bring
there.
him in
No.
like they did
Bring him in?
Snooki?
How
The
can you-
Long
I don't
Island?
know.
It's not the same, guys. It's
Wait,
not the
including-
same.
We still haven't even mentioned Shaq and Big Show. So
Shaq.
just
That's
between,
another
I
one.
just
Okay,
mentioned
so
five
we
matches
have,
that are very significant.
So we have Big Show, Shaq. Then we have Cena, Rock.
Yep.
Then we have
Undertaker, somebody.
who
Undertaker and
somebody.
CM Punk, somebody.
CM Punk, somebody. Dolph.
Y2J and
Wa-
somebody.
Yeah.
Y2J and somebody. Dolph, somebody. Oh my.
Let's talk about the situation because Zach
Oh.
and the situation, both from
know,
Long
you're right.
Island.
I know.
You know, and a lot of
That's why I
respect to
say
those
it's gonna be a
guys.
mixed tag.
A lot
You
of
know-
respect to those guys. They've done really well. But you know,
Or even a
Snooki
six-way.
could come be a character and be outrageous, and that's great. But the situation, if he gets in, he's supposed to wrestle. Am I wrong?
I would hate
I
You
don't
would
want
have
to
to
see
take
it.
a bump.
I would
I just
hate
don't want
to
to see
see
it.
that.
Yeah, I just
Well,
don't want to see
you know, I really hope that we can do something with WrestleMania because I know I'm going to be there. You're going to be there. You should
Yeah,
come.
I should
I know that
Maybe
you're
I'll be
looking
part
into
of
it
the
right
game.
now. But I
Just might
feel
be
I might
GM.
be. I might be in the game at some
you
point.
might be the game. And if you become in the game, don't get too big for us. You got to come back and
Are you
see us and
kidding
talk
me?
to us.
Are you
got
kidding
one-
me?
I definitely think that at WrestleMania we have
hate
to.
it.
I'm
just
telling
playing
you,
with you.
I
fan
know.
access.
Fan access or something like
Perfect.
that would be so great to do a WrestleMania AfterBuzz because that's the culmination of the entire year and that's what these guys work towards for the entire year
is
is
the
to go to
Super Bowl of the
WrestleMania.
wrestling world.
So either way, either if we do it down in Miami or maybe we'll do a special during the week, but we have to cover it because it's that exciting time of the year where the guys are all starting to work towards that WrestleMania, that big
So-
show of the year, that 100,000 people that they're going to be in
See
front
that
of.
hunger?
I know. No,
that?
I know. I
What do you
listen. Well, I'm sitting right next to it, and I can feel. Seriously, no. All due respect, with great respect, you love this stuff. Zack Ryder loves this stuff. Mike the Miz loves this stuff.
Mr. To the P loves this stuff.
Exactly. No, but that's exactly right. And all those fans out there love this stuff. There are people that hate the idea that I might be a GM because they don't think I know the game. I know the game.
You do.
Don't worry, I got your back.
All right, thank you.
I got your back.
And we love people that love the game. So
I really do love the game.
There's a reason why we're all on this panel. It's because we all have...
We're all fans of wrestling.
We all have an interest in it.
And
We're
Chris has
fans
a
first.
very vested interest with his wife.
No,
I mean, sister. What is it, cousin?
I'm glad Lillian's back. I'm
Kissing
really glad Lillian's back. Holy
Yeah.
cow.
Me too.
I'm watching SmackDown and I turned away for a second and I heard this voice.
Yes.
Oh, she's back.
Oh, imagine
You know?
how I feel.
Say it like you mean it.
We're friends, and I wasn't even told this information.
You
I'm
can't be
always
told.
left in the dark.
Does it make you feel better if I tell you that even I didn't know?
No. My question for you guys is,
he knew.
aside from WrestleMania,
Yeah.
who's going to win the Royal Rumble?
I didn't know.
Royal
Who's
Rumble.
gonna
Who's going to win? That's important to me, and I just found out thank you, Jeffrey. It's going to go back to
That's
the
a big-
traditional 30-man. Who's going to win the Royal Rumble? Because whoever wins the Royal Rumble, that's really going to determine what's going on at WrestleMania.
You know,
And I think it's going to be Y2J.
just
Ooh.
I wouldn't be surprised if he came in at number 30 or number 1 and did the Shawn Michaels to him. I wouldn't be surprised one bit.
really.
I wouldn't be surprised. And then he earned it, and then that would build up his thing. That would make perfect for the best at what he does to win it.
I think it's gonna be Dolph.
He
doesn't have a title.
He's in the main event already at Royal Rumble. He can't be.
Listen to this. Isn't it great that we're having so much debate over who it's going to be? That just tells you how many great talents are
Yep.
currently
There's
in
so
I told you, it's
the
getting
roster
cool
right
again.
now.
It is. It's
It-
so.
and
cool.
I'm
that's
sorry,
great. That's why
wrestling
I'm
was
loving
boring when we
watching
first
again.
started.
But you know
this.
why I think that is? I think that it's that way because they're.
The writers are paying attention to what we say on the show.
They might be paying attention.
No matter
because
what you guys are.
Yeah.
Copywritten, patent pending, guys.
Hey, can I ask you guys, this is not off subject, Michael Cole?
Who?
Michael who?
Yeah. Let's
What? Can I just ask you about that?
talk
What,
about
this,
the real
this, guy,
thing.
things-
this guy's been
think about
dissing
the-
me. This guy has been dissing me.
Think about the things that remind you of Cole. Like
No,
colon
because-
cleansing,
Because Josh Matthews
Or,
is a fan and he can't stand
coal
it.
sore. Think about all those things that
Who
you
is
just
this
come with the
little guy?
name. He's just terrible.
Well, I mean, let's talk about the meat and potatoes here. Petitioning to have you as the new Raw GM.
Uh-huh.
This is the big thing.
just
This
got
is
to
the big thing
1246,
right now.
by the way.
Twitter Nation, WWE Universe, we're all talking about it. Twitter frenzy.
Vote
It's
Mr. Belding.
crazy.
I am so honored.
So what?
Vote it.
Let's
And
put
what-
it out there one more time cleanly.
Yeah, please.
It's at Mr. Belding for Raw GM / principal.
Spelled PLE because the guy from
PLE.
Scotland spell corrected it and it came out PLE. But you
that
can
what it
also go to twitter.com / what is it? IRCTX. IRCTX.
Or follow any of us, and we'll be
you go.
retweeting it
Yeah.
throughout
We'll
the
be
week.
retweeting
But
it.
can I just say thank you to everybody who's doing this because I didn't start it. I mean, I'm
There was
in
a
here
sign
supporting
in
it.
the audience.
There's a sign tonight.
There's been signs
Mr.
since
Belding
this
for
has
GM of
started.
Raw. And nobody took him
That's so
down.
cool.
It's so
It's
amazing.
That's so cool.
And then
It's
what is
amazing
your?
to me that I'm sitting here with you guys.
You know what's funny? I'm saying the same thing.
Jellyfish.
This is the real deal, though. This is the real
So,
deal.
I know.
And what is your Twitter account, just so everybody
At
can follow
MR
you?
Belding. I had at Dennis Haskins, and I was doing a thing several years ago. The girl goes, you know what? They know he's Mr. Belding. Why don't you do that? And so many people love the fact that I embrace the character, which I do. I love that.
And thank you for that.
Oh, it's
as
my-
a fan.
Yeah,
Thank
as
you
a
for
fan,
that.
thank you.
You know, I mean, I'm going to be Mr. Belding for the rest of my life, and I am just fine with that. I just did a movie with John Lovitz and Ken Davidian and Joan Severance, and before that, other people. You know, I mean, I'm still acting.
Yeah.
Got to think. Well, anyway, my acting career is
That's
doing
cool.
fine.
Say it.
But a lot of other actors have been associated with WWF back in the day and WWE now, from Jeremy Pitt, all kinds of people.
All kinds of people.
And I would be proud to be associated with it also.
what was
Wherever
interesting-
this
I
goes,
think
I
you
don't know
can
where.
make a difference, though.
Well, I'm ready. I don't know where it's going. I know that people are
Hashtag
talking
Belding
about it.
Palooza.
You know who's? Can I talk about writers? Do you know who's one of the writers?
Take a
on
shot,
this?
guys.
Michael Hayes, Freebird. Come
P.S.
on.
Hayes,
Come
the fabulous
on.
one.
Come on.
See, now we're talking.
I had a guy challenge me the other day on Twitter. What am I doing? Who do you know? And I said, do you know? I started with Arn Anderson. Do you know Arn Anderson? Do you know Pizzle Pez Wiley? Do you know Saul Weingroff? Do you know Michael Hayes? You know? And the guy goes, okay, I get it.
Okay.
Come on, the original Freebirds.
Yes.
I'm
Diamond Dallas Page,
on,
my buddy.
The
calls
original
me up.
RKO, but nobody remembers those. Come on, finishing moves didn't just pop up out of nowhere.
Did you
get-
not? And
did you
it's
get-
all comes back around.
Did you get
Full
chat
circle.
room comments? Did you get chat room comments?
I
Any-
sure
any
did,
questions?
guys. All
I
right,
think we're-
here we go.
How am I doing?
So Do you want to start one with Mr. Belding?
Yeah, just give it to us.
Definitely,
Throw it
because
at
he's
us.
here.
If it's a wrestling associated comment.
Well, unfortunately, it's not. But
Well,
it's
go ahead,
fun.
go ahead.
What is your favorite episode of Saved by the Bell?
Well, I have two. My favorite episode, second favorite was the graduation episode because I got to say goodbye to everybody else. And Tiffany and Elizabeth were leaving the show because our contracts were up, and we brought in Tori after that. My favorite episode is when my brother Rod came to school. He was going to take the kids on a rafting trip, but no. He had a date with Inga Olga, some flight attendant.
God,
and what did
remember
Mr. Belding
this.
say to him? Get out of my school, Rod. What he didn't know is Zach was listening in the hallway. Zach Morris, not Zach Ryder. I love you, Zach Ryder. But,
Take another shot, boys.
And Zach went and told everybody else that I stood up for the kids, even with my brother, and that's the Belding students, Mr. Belding students relationship.
Yeah.
You know, that is it. The Mr.
From one
Belding,
Mr. to
even
another?
when it was, Mr.
Mr. to the
Mr.
Mr.
to the
P.
Mr. to the P.
Mr. to the Belding.
But honestly,
TV.
that's it, because Mr. Belding, and that's the way the writers took care of it, and that's the way we took care of it. Whatever he did on Wednesday, on Thursday, he was the principal. The kids always solved it, but he always watched out for the kids, and that's why all these people are such wonderful fans.
Well,
I think
Saved by the Bell started it.
You grew up generations
I
of
always
kids.
hoped that my principal would be just like that.
I'd have to bring writers with me, though.
wish.
Listen, there was nothing else on Saturday morning but cartoons. Brandon Tartikoff wanted to show his daughter could watch that she got something out of it she could enjoy. There was no Drake and Josh. There was no Amanda show. There was none of that stuff. And now, look. It's unbelievable. So we were the first.
So you were the first.
We were the first.
You were.
I'm in
And the last.
I'm in Romania.
And the best.
I'm in Romania
The
doing a
best.
movie. 10 years ago, this guy looks at me and he goes, "Teacher?" Principal. Anyway, another comment.
All right,
Thank
guys.
you. Thank you for that.
What do you think the result of Kane of the Kane storyline will be, and how will The Rock be tied in?
I don't think that The Rock is
not
going to
gonna be
have
tied in.
anything to do with Kane.
I think that they're trying to push him off on Zach right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They started with that just to build the storyline a little bit more.
Zach.
Exactly.
But I think that Zach and Kane are going to be the ones that go
Couldn't agree
forward. Because
more.
you've got the damsel in
It's
distress.
that whole thing again. Edge, Lita, Kane, blah, blah, blah. Here
Uh-huh.
comes, guys.
I just got a pretty random tweet saying that I mean, this is off the subject, that Goldberg was saying that he might come back and he might face the Undertaker. I think
You know what? I can find out.
I think that would be far-fetched
I know
and-
Goldberg
We might
real
know
well.
people.
I think
I
that'd be
know
a waste of
Goldberg
money
real
on
well.
the W.
Goldberg and I did a charity event, the Jimmy V in North Carolina, and we become very good friends. And he is still in great shape.
I just don't think
Mr. Belding
one, I
is
don't think
tied in.
Goldberg would come back, and two, I don't think it would be a good part
I
of the
don't think
WWE.
so. No.
Well, he and Vince have a little issue, I think.
I think
That's what I heard. Rumor
That's
has
what I
it.
heard everybody does.
What else you got, Phil?
All right, guys. Where has Beth and Alicia been for the last couple of months?
Beth has
Well-
been nursing the side of her face.
What?
She took
Well,
a
it hasn't been months. It's been what, 3 weeks?
It hasn't been
4
months.
what- 4
However,
weeks?
this is what happens. I'm just don't get too big for your britches, y'all.
Oh dear.
Uh-oh, we got some inside.
No,
Is this some inside?
No. You not no. No
Okay.
inside. All I'm saying is that these guys were at the top of their
Right.
game. They were starting to go somewhere.
Right.
It was the perfect tag team. What the heck could happen to break that up just like that?
Ego. I just threw it out there, and I don't know
Yeah.
anything.
And
behind the
when we're
scenes.
talking ego, I'm talking characters here, y'all.
Yep.
I'm saying when you get too big for your britches, we're talking characters here. Like, you look at them, I mean, you could see one might turn on the other. They were perfect,
Right.
but I mean, they just dropped. I mean,
Well,
there
they've
was-
already separated them.
they separated them.
Like Natalia was on. She teamed up with somebody else on SmackDown.
Yeah, and on house shows too.
Yeah, so they've already separated them. So their whole little power couple is over. I mean,
Exactly.
them being a
And there
female.
Well,
was
it's
just-
interesting
there
because
was
Beth's
no rhyme or
photo is
reason
still
for
of the
that.
two of them too.
Yeah,
So if
exactly.
it was,
it doesn't mean anything though.
yeah, I mean, I think that they're shuffling right now with
They
the
are.
girls. They're shuffling. They're shuffling to see what's going to click and what's going to work and stuff. So,
I'm hoping they drop the diva and they just go back into women's wrestling.
I would love to see
They branded
that.
that so strong. How do they walk
Shout
away
out
from
women
it?
of wrestling, who
How do
I
they
will be
walk
doing
away
my
from
video
that?
blog once a month on. They
How do they walk
need
away?
to get
Well,
rid of the diva
What's-
division.
Come on,
Let's
we have a
let's
diva.
ask
We got a diva
Come on,
right
we got a diva
here.
right here.
I mean, we got
mean,
a diva, a wrestler. What's her?
You being the first lady of Ring
Would
of
you
Honor
rather
now,
be a
too.
wrestler first or a diva?
Are you going to be
I'm
the
serious.
first lady of first diva of Ring of Honor?
No,
or are you going to
it'd
be
be a
the
lady.
first woman
Lady.
wrestler? of
Lady.
It'd
Ring-
be lady.
Okay.
And the
Lady.
lady goes back to, and why I started saying it is because it goes back to the days of the 1930s and
Mae
40s.
Young.
It goes back to the ladies that, they were
So cool.
They were going against the norm, and they had to because a lot of the men were going over to war and stuff like that. And so now all of a sudden they were getting more and more ring time. And those girls were tough. Not only did they work in the ring, but a lot of them were part of the circus. So they would wrestle with crocodiles. They would wrestle with, they'd be with the bears. They'd be with the lions and all this stuff. And so they were doing more than just working in the ring. They were tough all around. Yeah. And they got used and abused by some of the people that were in power. But you know what? Still, there are photos of them all sitting around a table looking so elegant and beautiful. And I think, and that's why, like, going with
traditional and class
is kind of what I'm going for now. Did I used to love being called a diva? Yes, I did. But it was when I was 22, 23, 24.
Diva meant
and
something
now
too.
I don't feel that way anymore. I want to be a woman. I'm going to be turning 30 next month. Like, I don't want to be a diva anymore.
Shut up.
Yes, I am.
Shut up.
Is it true? Is it true what they say about women once they turn 30?
Yes, it is, and it builds. But anyways,
Trust me, you're a woman, okay?
I think that I would love them to bring back. Yeah,
well, who's embarrassed? Look at them turning red.
I know. But
my palms are already sweating. They're hairy and sweaty at the same
5 feet
time.
from you, and they can't show you respect. Look at this.
No, I don't mind. I don't care. I wouldn't say it if I didn't think I'd get a reaction. But
that's funny.
I really think that. It would be nice for them to bring the women's title back because maybe that would help build that division again. And I also am a true believer that right now the TNA division is killing it.
By far.
Killing it.
I want.
Thanks to Velvet.
I mean, because I know what they're doing on the house shows.
I'll talk about
I
it on my
know that
blog.
they're killing it on the house shows. So,
down boy.
Thank Velvet for me. Thank Velvet. I'm serious. Velvet's been very supportive.
Yeah.
But tell her to follow me on Twitter, and I'll think.
I can't wait to see you wrestle. I can't wait. No, I'm serious. Instead of just the show, I can't wait to see you actually wrestle.
Yeah.
Because you want to wrestle.
I do.
At WrestleMania, we have a main event going on.
We do.
We do, and they're going to set up the ring.
You're going to get your butt kicked. You are going to get your butt kicked.
It's a verbal.
I'm just saying, I'll take it. I'll take that. He's looking forward to it.
I'm very excited to be getting back in the ring. I'll be getting back in the ring next month. And I've been training, and
is there a date? Is there a date?
Yeah, February 25th.
There you go.
Which is my 30th birthday.
February 25th. Hey.
So, and it's going to be family wrestling entertainment out in Long Island. So I'm excited about that. And who knows if I'll wrestle in Ring of Honor. Right now, I'm managing and I'm showing Mike the way to superstardom. So
there you go. Love and support.
Yes.
I
want to hear. Look,
he's speechless.
I want to hear.
Come on.
I was just gonna,
I can't get over this.
We all know if you want to come up in this world, you got to go down. So I wonder how they're gonna push some of his climb to the top.
Did you say that? Did you just say that with the principal sitting here?
That's it.
That's
all we got. That is all we got.
One Mr. Two and Mr.
My office now.
Mr. Belvedere's putting his all
Belvedere. Hello. Get Belvedere.
He's not a servant. He's a principal.
At Mr.
See, when you get older, your brain goes.
I know. Mine is gone. Mine is gone from getting hit in the head too many times.
Yeah, but your skills are there, girl.
Thank you.
Mr. Belding.
Thank you for letting me be here. Thank you for letting me be here.
Thank you, Mr. Belding, for being
here. And please come back. Definitely would love to see you. Thank you so much.
Hey, maybe we'll have something to talk about after next Monday night.
Maybe.
Hint, hint.
From producers Kevin Undergaro and Phil Svitek, engineer DJ Jesse Janity, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. If you have questions or comments, be sure to buzz us at info@AfterBuzzTV.com. And you can find us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter by searching for AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later!
He's like, what?
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.